Hi everyone, Petalisbless here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm coming on today to share with you guys an update on me with my interstitial lung disease. Wow, I said that good. Yeah, I always stumble when I say that. Wow. Anyways, yeah, I'm here to give you an update with my lung disease, how it's coming along. Oh boy. I just went, what's today? Today is today's Thursday. I went Tuesday. I don't know when I'm gonna put up this video, sometime this weekend, but today is Thursday, December the 20th. Today's Thursday, December 20th, and I went to the doctor. I went to Toronto General on Tuesday, December the 18th for my I go see them like basically every 6 months. I go and see them, so it was my checkup Tuesday, December the 18th, and I went in and I had to do the pulmonary tests, which is a breathing test into a tube, which I'm gonna have clips to insert to show you guys. Yeah. So like I said, the pulmonary test, which is to breathe into the breathing tube, and I have to do a 6-minute walk test where they hook up a machine to me. Not a machine. They hook up a monitor to me, and they measure my oxygen level and my heart rate as I walk back and forth for 6 minutes without stopping. And then I see the doctor after that. Some visits I do x-rays, and is it a CAT scan? Yeah, CT scan, yeah. But this time I didn't do any of those. I just did the breathing test, the walk test, and then I spoke to my doctor after that. Now I filmed some of it, but I couldn't film while I was actually doing the test or while I was talking with the doctor. I don't think he'd be comfortable with me filming him, so I did not do that. But anyways, so let me tell you about what happened. Went down there, went for my breathing test, breathed into the machine, the pulmonary function test. It is so hard, you guys, OMG, because I have to breathe into the tube, and you have to take big breaths in and push breaths out for a long time until you feel like you have to stop. Now that, because my lungs are sick, that irritates the heck, excuse the language, it irritates the heck out of my lungs. Yeah, because my lungs are not functioning right, and then for me to take deep breaths in, it's hard, and pushing them out, it's hard. So I do it, but then I cough like crazy. OMG. After I blow out into that machine, I cough like crazy. I sweat. And it's not only people with my interstitial lung disease, also people with COPD, which they get from smoking. They do this test also. Certain kind of issues that you're having with your lungs, you do this test. And it is very hard. And there's different sections, different rooms that everybody goes into, and I always hear the people them struggling. You know, I hear them struggling just like me when we go in to do that test, but we have to do it because it measures the function of your lungs and the level of certain things with your lungs. It measures all that. So this test is necessary, although it's very irritating, it's necessary. And so you have to take deep breath into this machine, and there's another time when there's another machine that we go into, and it's a booth, and they lock the door. And with that machine, you blow into a machine also, but like you pulse, like you blow poof, 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 poof. You know, it's pulsing. You're breathing, pulsing into it. Hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, and then the machine lets out air and shuts off. And when it shuts off, you still have to be pulsing. You still have to be puffing air into it. And that also measures something within your lungs. Yeah, so we do that. And then after that, I rest a little bit. Then we go for the 6-minute walk test, which is they put a strap around my head with a little machine, and they put a strap around my arm with the machine. No, there wasn't anything on my finger for this one. No. But with the breathing machine, sorry, with the breathing machine, they put the little monitor on my finger where it shows them my oxygen level and stuff like that. But with the walking machine, it's just on my strap and on my head. Yeah. With the walking test, sorry. And then I walk back and forth. They put my oxygen on, I walk back and forth for 6 minutes with a pace that I can manage, the way I walk every day. I do that, and if I feel tired, I go a little slower. If I want to stop, I can stop, but they ask you why you're stopping, and then you rest a minute and then you continue again. I usually don't stop, but I walk normal pace, and then like, I don't know, maybe after 3 minutes or so I start to slow down. But I keep going, I don't stop for the 6 minutes. And then they stop, and when they stop, they take your, they ask you how fatigued you are, how short of breath you are at the moment when your 6 minutes is up. And she does your blood pressure. Oh, I forgot, she does your blood pressure before you walk also. And then when you're finished, she takes your blood pressure again. Yeah, so that's the 6 minute walk test. It measures if your oxygen is sustaining to your body, how far your oxygen drops when you're walking, or if it stays the same, how high your heartbeat goes, and it measures all those stuff. And then after that now, I go see the doctor. So here comes the fun part, you guys, because of my weight. Yeah. So anyways, I went in to see the doctor, and my doctor is very nice. Oh, he's one of the doctors from the transplant team. There's 2 doctors I see, and but they both know about me. So I went into the doctor, and he's so nice. Like I said, they're both nice, but the one I saw Tuesday was nice, and he spoke to me about the function of my lungs and where I am now from where I was when I started. And he said that I am stable. I am still stable. When they first started seeing me, he says it's 8 years now. Yeah, 8 years, you guys. 8 years since I've been going to this place. It's 8 years now since they've been seeing me. And when I first came in, because it was moving rapidly, they thought I would have been more serious or declined by now. But I'm not, which is good. Knock on wood. It's a little Jamaican thing, knock on wood. Yeah. So I'm stable, which is good, with the function of my lungs. I am sick, but for my situation with my sickness, I'm stable. Because there are people there that I even met some more people while I was there Tuesday. Every time I go, I always, because people are there with problems with their lungs and other stuff. So I'm used to seeing them every few months. And a lot of them are like way worse than me, you know, and they're waiting on their transplant too. And yeah, so for me, I'm stable, which I'm grateful for. But he says I need to work on my weight. I have to work on my weight. I have to try. He knows it's hard with the prednisone, but I still have to try and lose some more weight so they can put me on the list. He said they're not being biased or anything like that, but there's a lot of complications if your body mass is too much after surgery. After surgery, recovery is not after surgery, the recovery is not good if you have too much body fat on your system. So I need to work on getting it some more down. I've done good because I have lost some weight, but I need to lose more, and then he can put me on the active list and get the transplant. Yeah. You know, because he says it's it will give me a better quality of life, you know, because what I have now, he says not a miracle. He says not a miracle cure, but at least it will help prolong my life a little more with the transplant, as if I don't have the transplant. You understand? Because if I don't have the transplant, I will eventually die. Although I know we all die sometime. I mean, we all have to die sometime. But without the transplant, because my lungs are sick, the end result will be death. And if I get the transplant, it will help me live a little bit longer. So, and he asked me, do you want the transplant? And I said, yes, I do. I do want the transplant, you guys. Yes, I do. It's scary. I am scared about it, but I do want it. And my oxygen level is still like 6 to 8. And when I'm exercising, mostly I do 8 liters. If I'm just home and stuff like that, I go between 6 and 8. But exercising is strictly 8. I take more oxygen at that time. And he says he's very pleased with me, with how my disease is going. It's progressing it's there, but it's not progressing too bad. I'm stable, you know. And I said yes. I said I believe in my God. I pray every day. I told him about you guys. I said I have my subs that pray for me too. So I said, you know, I am covered with all angles. I am covered, and God is looking out for me. And I said my subs are making sure of that. They're reminding him about me. So, you know, I'm really so grateful for that. Alright, let me give you a little update first. For everyone who is new to my channel and haven't seen any of the videos that I have put up telling you about my lung disease. Okay, I have what is called interstitial lung disease, like I said before, and I found out I was sick with this disease back in 2010. So it's been 8 years now since I am sick with this disease. At first I wasn't on oxygen. I think it was about 2013 when I went on oxygen. Before that I wasn't on oxygen. I was on a lower level at first when I started, and now I'm up to 6 to 8 on movement and 1 to 2 at rest. What it basically is the tissues of my lungs are hardening, and once they harden and die, and once that happens they don't come back, and they do not have a set cure for this. The only thing they have to help you is getting a lung transplant. And I have it, I don't remember if it's my right side or my left side. I have the disease. OMG, I'm so sorry, but when I found it I will let you guys know. I forget which side I have it on, but it's only on one side, but they don't know if the disease will spread to the other side, so they'll give me a double lung transplant. Some people can get a 1 lung transplant, depends on what sickness they have, but the sickness I have, they have to do both. They don't know how I got this disease. I did a lung biopsy where they go in and take a piece of my lungs and get it tested, and my lung disease is it IDP, idiopathic or idiopathic. I don't remember how to pronounce these words, you guys, but it means they don't know the known cause of where my disease, how I contracted it. Something got in, attacked my immune system, started damaging my lungs, and here I am. Yeah, so like I was saying, the only thing they can do to help me is to give me a double lung transplant. Now the transplant list here, I don't know anywhere else, but here it's not first come first serve. It goes by 1, your blood type, 2, your chest size, and then say a lung comes up, I'm on the list, a lung comes up, and there's somebody with the same blood type as me, same chest size. We're both eligible for this lung. What they will do is look at which one of us is the sicker person, right? And whichever one is sicker, that person will get the lungs, and the next person waits until the next one comes along. Let me show you guys what I have to use, what I use. The hospital uses these things too, but they have bigger, better technology one, and I have it at rehab too. I think I've showed you guys at rehab the one I use, if you guys follow me and seen those videos. Yeah, but for who don't, this little machine here, it reads the oxygen level and my heart rate every day, so I can monitor myself. So I'm just going to show you how it works. There, I turned it on, and when you turn it on, It says put finger. It says finger out. So you put your finger in, and it's gonna read my heart rate and my oxygen level. See the numbers coming up, you guys? I'm not even sure what it says. Okay, it says my heart rate is 101 and my oxygen level is 99, which is good. Now the heart rate's going up and down between 104 to 106 to 102, back down to 100 to 99. Hope you guys can see that. Yeah, so this helps me every day monitor my oxygen level, especially if I'm walking. If I'm walking and I feel I carry it with me all the time, by the way. If I'm walking and I feel a little bit out of breath, I will just get it out, turn it on, stick my finger in, and then I can read and know what level I'm at, and if it's getting dangerous, I turn up my oxygen level and stuff like that. Just help my daily monitoring myself. If I'm at rest, I don't need to use it, because usually at rest my heart rate is fine, because I'm not exerting myself, so the oxygen will be sustained by my body. Unless I'm sick. If you're sick now, you guys, even if you sit still, you're going to have difficulty breathing. If you're sick, because most of the times we get sick, it tends to be pneumonia on the lungs when we get sick, so we have to be very careful, because my immune system is very weak. Because, and I take prednisone, you guys. I take prednisone. It's a steroid called prednisone, which I have to take, and that's what's been helping me keep my disease under control. And but it also helps you gain weight, and it gives us the round face. All of us that take prednisone, we have a round face. My face is not usually like this. It's usually oval, long and oval. But from I start taking prednisone, it's just round and fat. So everybody is once you take prednisone, people will know, because our faces are all the same. It's a side effect of the drug. Yeah, but it helps me, so I have to take it. And there's lots of side effects. It's not good to take, but you know, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So I have to take it. I'm sick. I do have my up days. I can tell you guys, I have my down days and I have my up days. And sometimes my down days are not good, and that's when I tend to eat more. But I gotta try and keep it under control. And with this disease, I have a constant cough. Yes, you guys, a constant cough with this disease. Sometimes it's more than some. Mostly when I exert myself, because the body, I guess, is getting less oxygen when I move. So that's when I tend to cough more. But I've gotten used to it. I've gotten used to it, and I have days when I'm very tired, and I just make the most of it, you know. Make the most of it and do what I like I tell you guys. I like doing my DIYs. I like sharing them with you guys. I like hair. OMG. You know, life is short. I realized that a lot. I've realized that a lot of things that I took for granted before, I don't take for granted now. Like, you know, just to go up the stairs. For me to walk up the stairs in my house is a chore. Yes, it is. Because sometimes I stand at the bottom of the stairs and look up and go, oh God, help me. Help me to get up there. Yes, I do. Because it's very tiring for me to go up the stairs. By the time I go up, at the top of my stairs, I have a seat. So when I get up there, I sit down and catch back my breath. You know, coming down is not bad, but going up is a chore. It is. It's hard for me. And I can't carry weights. No, I cannot carry weights up the stairs. That I would die. I'm dying without carrying anything. So if I carry something up the stairs, I'm even dying more. So I have my kids and stuff help me with that. And then taking a shower. Oh, taking a shower is another chore for me, but I have the bench that sits down in the tub. I have that. That is another chore. Taking a shower. You know, little things we took for granted that I would just whip through every day. Now, it takes me a minute to get them done, and I get out of breath while I'm doing them. Perfumes. I cannot be around perfumes, even air fresheners. Well, certain perfumes, no, certain air fresheners don't bother me. Like certain scents don't bother me. Other scents, oh gosh, I will cough like crazy. So I have to be very careful. Even if I go out in the crowd amongst people, if they have on perfume, I have to move away because I start to cough non-stop. I have to move from those people where they are. Everything bothers me now because my lung is not filtering anymore. Your lungs is a filter. You take in all these bad fumes and everything and it doesn't affect you. But my lungs are sick, so my filter, that's what I call it, my filter system is not working. So everything comes in, affects me. I feel it, it affects me. Cooking, the sense of the spices and everything in the cooking bothers me. And then I can't be around the stove because of my oxygen. That is another thing I usually take for granted, and that I can't do anymore. I can't bend over to do anything. If I bend over, I do bend over, don't get me wrong. But if I do bend over, I get out of breath. So I have a reacher that I use. They sell in the dollar store, it's a reacher. And I just use it and help me pick up anything off the floor if it drops. You know what? I need to do a video showing you guys all these little function things that I have to use to get around in my everyday life. Yeah, I'll do a video showing you guys that, but not today because I wasn't prepared to show you that. Just walking around, getting dressed. Everything is a chore for me now. Little things that were easy to do are now harder for me to do. Getting dressed, I get tired. I have to get dressed and sit down. Do something, sit down. It's not just put on this, put on this, put on this, and there you go, you're ready. No, not for me anymore. It's a chore. I get tired very easy. Like I said, I can't carry weights, so I can't carry bags and stuff and groceries and stuff, and I have to have somebody come with me to do that because I can't carry weights. And if I am by myself, I take the cart to the car. I have to have a cart. If the cart's not coming out your store, I'm not gonna go in your store and pick up anything by myself. No. But if I could push the cart outside to my car, fine. That's fine. It's just a total life change, you guys, from what I'm used to. But I've adjusted myself. I've gotten used to it now. So it's better. You know, all you do if you are sick with this disease, I know it's hard and it's easy to get depressed because I've been there, done that. I still do it sometimes. But you know, lift yourself up. Lift yourself up. Make the best of your situation. Because that's what I do. You know what? I wake up every day. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. So I'm not going to let this keep me down. There's people out there with worse disease than me. You understand? People with worse disease than me. So I'm just grateful for where I'm at and what I have and what I'm able to do. You know, and that's what you should do no matter what kind of disease you have. Take it up in hand because we have it. Take it up in hand and ride with it. Don't let it get you down from you have breath. Do not let it get you down. You know, do the best that you can do. Alright, you guys. Oh, thank you so much for staying and listening to my little chit chat about my disease. And I hope I've encouraged you a bit. And you know, Christmas is coming. Enjoy yourself. Whether you're by yourself or with somebody else, enjoy yourself for the holiday. Make the most of it. You know, and like I said, thank you so much for coming on. And I hope I've helped someone today and hearing about my update with my interstitial lung disease. Alright, everyone. Remember, as always, stay blessed. From Petalisbless. Bye-bye.
Baby, why's your man not here?